Yeah, this album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter.
Yeah.
And to all my peoples in the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby.
Check.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr.
Hey there, welcome to the locker room. Coach Arias here. Today's message is, who wants to be a billionaire? Who wants to be a billionaire? I remember that video or that show on TV that was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I think a lot of us need to get past that and start looking at some billionaires. So I've been researching and looking at and trying to interview billionaires. And so when I look at billionaires, 4 things stuck out to me. Everybody wants to be a billionaire, but can you withstand the failures that billionaires have gone through? I look at people that do insurmountable, significant things to add value to this world, and everybody just sees the outcome without even looking at what happened before all of that. How many years? I know Sam Walton, I'm reading his book, he said, yeah, I was an overnight success like everybody thinks. It was 22 years in the making. In studying and researching, man, my man failed so many times. He got so many things that hurt his feelings, so many things that would have caused so many people to quit. But can you fail? So many people fail at failing. You're going to fail if you're going to do great. You're going to fail if you're trying to attempt anything significant. Can you take one? Can you take a punch and keep on moving forward without getting discouraged and quitting? Too much quitting going on. Next thing, investing. Who wants to be a billionaire? What I found, a lot of billionaires invested a ton of money. Didn't start with a lot of money, but every time they started to get money, reinvested. I learned this at a very young age to maybe some people that wouldn't be great mentors now day and age, but I know at the earliest forms of my life, I learned really good about how to reinvest. Next thing, work ethic. Billionaires that I've studied had crazy work ethic. Elon Musk talked about 14-hour days. Bill Gates talked about 10 years without ever taking one day off. Sam Walton driving all over the place to pick up products that he could sell in his store. I think it was Walton's 5 Dimes or something before it became Walmart. Work ethic. Everybody wants to be a billionaire. Can you first have the billionaire work ethic? Can you get that grind inside of you? Can you fall in love with the grind, or you just fall in love with what you want? You fall in love with the outcome. Work ethic is what I find from a lot of these billionaires. And the last thing is support. Not everybody, but I looked at most of these folks that went through this with a spouse, and it was cool, man. Spouse was going right with them. Spouse living in somebody's attic. Spouse building a garden so they can live off of that because they didn't have a ton of money because they reinvested everything into it. The first sale you need to make if you're going to do something big, if you decide this is what you're going to do, you're going to roll with a certain significant other, the first sale you need to make is your support system has to see the vision. They got to be behind you. I'll tell you, nobody's perfect. Everybody has their ups and downs. Some people are great at this and they're not great at this. Some women are great, or husbands are great at doing the laundry or dishes, and they're not so great in this area. I can tell you one area I'm blessed to have in my wife is she's supportive of the grind. She's supportive of the work that goes into making things happen for our life and other people's lives that look to us to provide leadership. You got to have support. You got to find a way to get support. Get your vision to the people behind you. My man Fast Freddie Hadaya always told me, your spouse can only be in 1 or 2 places. They can be on your side or on your back. And you're not going to get too far carrying them on your back. So you got to make that sale now, cast that vision now, and let's get these folks on our side. Who wants to be a billionaire? Everybody thinks about what they do with $1 billion. Give it to grandma, help your family, invest into this, give back to your community. $1 billion could change the world, could change a lot of people's lives, generations of people's lives. There's not that much that goes into it, not as much as you think. So focus on these 4 things. Can you fail? Can you invest? Are you bringing an A1 work ethic? Are you outworking everybody around you? And how you doing in the support category? Sit down, do whatever you got to do. Take a trip, but you got to get support. You got to get people to see your vision and people behind you. So that's my message for today. Follow some of these tips. We'll be on our way to being a millionaire, billionaire, at least living our very best life. Thanks for joining me this week in the locker room. Looking forward to seeing you all next week.